a national survey showing that only 4% of Australians trust AI companies with their data. I'm reflecting on an amazing week, actually. On Wednesday, where I was in Canberra for the Adapt Government Edge event, about 150 of the APS's leading tech and digital experts fueling and running our nation from a technology point of view. I had a keynote, I had a bit of a fireside chat, and indeed I moderated 2 round tables during the day. So pretty full on. But the fireside chat was with Elizabeth Tidd, who's the Information Commissioner at the Australian Office of the Information Commissioner, as well as Charles McHardy, Chief Information and Digital Officer at Services Australia. One moment of that session that's been ringing in my ears ever since was how Elizabeth walked us through a national survey showing that only 4% of Australians trust AI companies with their data. 4%, think about that, because we're giving our data away all the time, but we don't trust the people we're actually giving it to at the end of the day. You could kind of feel the room shift in many ways. And this, of course, doesn't come down to it being a technology problem. This is about a trust problem. And that's exactly why, as I found myself last night with the amazing lights of Vivid behind me at the Museum of Contemporary Art, hosting the Cisco Illuminating the Night event, and about 50 tech and digital leaders gathered there as well, I started to really get a sense of what trust really means, as we heard from Stefan Lytle, the GM and VP at Cisco, where he opened a message that really cut straight through the noise. And he doubled down on trust, not as a marketing line, but really as the foundations for everything we're about to build into the future. In this AI accelerated world, trust becomes the new infrastructure. In many ways, the new currency. Without it, nothing scales, nothing secures, and nothing sustained. Across the panels, I moderated one myself, and we had one moderated by Carl Solder, the CTO of Cisco. The same tension kept surfacing, and that is security teams, for example, are trying to defend at machine speed, while organizations are still operating pretty much with 2015 style workflows and indeed mindsets across their departments. AI teams experimenting in single player mode, while the business expects enterprise grade outcomes. So we talked about how we need to create rock bands, not rock stars, as we scale our AI perspectives and indeed strategies. We also saw that leaders with sky high ambition at the top and fragmentation everywhere else. And then we heard from Alison McGibbon, really one of the key illuminaries and visionaries, if you like, from a cyber point of view here in Australia, closed the night with a reality check that really landed hard. He's basically saying the time is now, not when budgets free up, because threats like Mythos aren't hypothetical. He believes they're actually existential, not just our organizational survival, but indeed us as a nation and in many ways a human race. They collapse the gap between breach and impact, and don't wait for your governance to mature. It needs to mature right now. So here's the, if you like, boom or bust moment. The bottleneck isn't AI, it's leadership clarity. If you can't define the objective of your next AI project in one sentence, you're not building capability, you're adding to the noise. And if you're not preparing for machine speed adversaries, you're already behind.